Okay, next what we're going to show you is called a trucker's hitch. There's a lot of variations of it, but the principle is you want a loop that's going to be easy to tie after you weight it down. The way we tie it is we make a bite or a bend in the rope, and then we twist it 3 times, maybe 4 times if you want. Then on the third one, I'm going to grab back on the rope coming down from the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this, and notice how it creates a little loop here that we can pull down on. Now we're going to come down and we're going to thread it around something nice and round here. A sharp edge obviously would cut the rope. And notice what we create here. This is a little mechanical advantage, kind of like pulleys, because we've got 3 units pulling on this, so it's actually kind of a 3-to-1. And then we can just pull this down. Notice how it's getting really tight. And all we have to do is pinch it off right here. And we're going to use that half hitch that we taught you to tie, but rather than pulling this all the way through, let's just take the bite back and through. And at least do it 2 times, and if you're going to be riding down the road, this is going to be flapping around and it could come untied easily. So let's tie it a 3rd time and maybe even use this extra tail to secure it so it doesn't come apart, because if that happens on the road, needless to say, that wouldn't be pretty. So we'll just use this to get rid of it somehow and tie it around really good so that it's not going to come untied. The trucker's hitch. This is a great knot. It's easily tied by making 2 twists, kind of like you're doing maybe a butterfly. You do first 2 twists like this, and then in this case we're just going to pull through a loop, and it creates a loop for us to string the tail through. Now we're going to thread the tail loop through a tie down point on the bed of the truck or the base there that we can cinch down to. And now once we're through the loop there, we're going to hold it in place and then get it tight. And we're able to pull on this just about as hard as we want. And then once it gets to the proper tightness, then we're going to tie a half hitch on a bite, or a half inch with a bite in the rope. And we'll do that twice and leave the loop in it like this for just a nice secure knot, so when we want to undo it, it'll be easier to undo. This is the trucker's hitch. Notice here now as we untie it how easily it comes undone, and it'll fall right apart for us rather than a knot that has been bound or set into the rope. That's the real value of this knot.